Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece Manga chapter 838. It didn't even hurt him. Come on. Come on now. Oh my gosh. It didn't even hurt him. I made a mistake last week and I said that the attack didn't send him flying. They did send him a bit, it sent him flying quite a little bit. Not as much as Doflamingo, but it did send him flying. And it seemed like he did spit up some blood and it did look like he lost consciousness, but that wasn't the case at all. When I read the page, I think it was the very first page, when you see him getting back, I was like, yeah, I knew he was getting back up. That was a given for me. But what came after that, I was not expecting it at all. Commander Crackers, is his name? Yeah, Commander Crackers. He was wearing armor. He was wearing armor, and that's what the Kongan was able to break. And then we go into this whole thing on Cracker he ate the biscuit know me, and now he's a biscuit man. Now I don't like this devil fruit for one reason, and that's just the way it's been explained. Yet he can produce biscuits and change the table shape and form. That is okay. I can live with that. You can bake a load of things, gingerbread houses and such, gingerbread men, all shapes and sizes of biscuits. I can live with that bit. It's the whole point where it is so tough that struggling to break it with punches and kicks. That bit does not work for me. A biscuit shouldn't be the toughest a biscuit should be is what a person should be able to buy, in my personal opinion. So for that reason, I don't like depth ability. The whole forming, mismatching, shaping, and all that. Yeah, that's okay. But the whole toughness, no, that's a stretch. And I really do think it's because Oda wants to keep everything Big Mom and Big Mom's crew related within this whole theme. I'll call it the Alice in Wonderland type theme. That's probably why he did it, but no. So yeah, so we find out that Luffy he breaks biscuits. I mean, he breaks the biscuit armor of Cracker and reveals his true form. And we find out that the form that on the Cracker's wanted poster is actually of his armor. But yeah, this true form is now revealed, and it's just a whole new fight on our hands. And now Cracker does say, as he's fighting, he doesn't like pain, and you can't even stand like an injection. And so this is leading me to think that if Luffy can get in a good hit, a good clean hit on his actual body, then that'll be brought out for the count. But it doesn't seem like he can do that. I don't think Luffy, even in Gear 4, he has the power in Gear 4, but he doesn't have the speed. Yeah, but I don't think he has the speed. He goes for a new attack within this chapter called Com Organ. Do not quote me on that. But it's basically what I see is as the Gallic gun of Gear 4. And yeah, he couldn't that wasn't quick enough to get to Crackers. Crackers put up some more biscuit defense armors and he was good to go. So it looks like Luffy still has a fight on his hands, and I'm not seeing Gear 5 coming out anytime soon. But some people think that Gear 5 is already there for Luffy, and I don't think it is. And if it is, he's gonna need it now. And if he uses it now, he's definitely not beating Big Mom. Definitely not. So within the rest of the chapter, we see Chopper and Nami, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later because Chopper, Nami, and Book and Carrot. I'm going to talk about a little bit later because that leads to how I feel that the story will progress. But the chapter does end off with Sanji and his bros. They are all there now. They have all reached the vicinity and they're good to go. I don't know what's going to really happen with them, but Yonji is really looking forward to Niji and Ichi seeing Sanji again, and that was just a whole lot of G's to come out of my mouth. Not G as in loud G, but G as in GI. Anyway, I tried to be funny there, but yeah, it probably didn't work. But yeah, so prediction. So it's just been said through things lately that basically Luffy and company are not getting to Sanji, But based on some things that have happened within this chapter, I do see a possibility of how this could have rolled out. So for number one, how Luffy is going to get to Sanji. He's going to lose to Cracker. I personally think he's going to lose to Cracker. But instead of killing him, Cracker is going to think there's a good amount. Well, we don't know how many years Luffy's got left because of the whole Infidel situation. But yeah, Cracker will think, you know what, this guy's got a good amount of years left within him. Let me take him to Big Mom so Big Mom can extract that. That could be how Luffy gets within the vicinity of Sanji. We've got Nami now. Now we've got now we know Nami's got Big Mom's baby card, and all the trees and stuff are panicking now. I said previously this was BS, but I think they simply did this because for a way for Nami to get to close enough to Sanji. Nami is probably going to make the trees and such take her to him because the whole panicking and the whole thing where the trees is like, you're actually the scariest one here right now, kind of thing. It kind of threw off that vibe. So Chopper and Carrot. As we know, they're in the mirror world, and we find out that within this chapter, all the mirror worlds are connected to all the mirrors within Big Mom's vicinity. How convenient. So yeah, they'll probably find the path to somewhere within Big Mom's big castle where Sanji and that will be, and they'll use, I don't know how they're gonna get out, but they'll use that to be within the vicinity and they'll be able to break out that way. So we found out that Brooke and Pedro have snuck into some biscuit soldier that's working for Big Mom. They're inside his body, and that biscuit soldier has to return to Big Mom's castle at some point. So that's how they're going to get within the castle. So this would put everybody within the vicinity of trying to get Sanji. That helps them, but defeating Big Mom now. Big Mom also must mention in this chapter that the tea party and the wedding is going on at the same time, but so that kind of led me to think, what is she going to be attending one more than the other? So maybe they can sneak in and get there. And any good mom would attend the wedding, but that's where Sandra would be. But you know, mums in animes are not usually parents in animes are not usually always good. So maybe she would favor the tea party and the chocolate and the sweets and such and such. And she did do that thing to her, she did kill off one of her sons early on, so maybe the wedding might not be as important to her. That the big mom doesn't attend the wedding; she attends the tea party. And I just told you how them lot could get within the vicinity of Sanji, and that would lead to the rescue. Yeah, that's possibly the case. And then maybe Big Mom will come in running after she'll hear about it from the tea party and then rush her off or over there after. But anyway, things are looking quite interesting right now. I can't wait to see how things play out. This was a good chapter, but nothing much happened, and I'm just predicting most of the stuff which makes me more hyped up. But for this chapter, I'm gonna give it a 3. Call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and take care. Have a nice day.